Hello students, welcome to EC Engineering. In this video, we are going to see the types of single phase induction motor. In the last video, we were completed an construction and working principle of single phase induction motor. At the same time, three phase induction motor construction, working principle, equivalent circuit and an related tutorial problem also solved and given in various videos. Those who wants to refer the same, kindly be refer the description box. I have provided all the links in the description box. So as far as the last video working principle of an single phase induction motor, we detailedly seen a double field revolving theory. So what we can infer from the particular topic is the single phase induction motor no way provided an rotating torque. So in order to make the single phase induction motor to rotate, we need some of the special arrangements to make it rotate. And these arrangements is to be provided in a single phase induction motor to make alternating stator flux as rotating, so that the stator flux rotates in a particular direction. Because of the same, torque produced in the single phase induction motor will be unidirectional. Therefore, single phase induction motor becomes self-starting under the influence of rotating stator magnetic field. Once again, I will repeat the point how this single phase induction motor gets a rotating flux according to double field revolving theory. As a part of a 2-mark question, if you need to answer for the same, this is a key point. Single phase induction motor becomes self-starting under the influence of rotating stator magnetic field. Hence, based on the method of producing rotating magnetic field, it can be classified into various categories via the first one, split phase induction motor. Second one, capacitor induction motor. The capacitor induction motor subdivided into two via capacitor start induction motor and capacitor start capacitor run induction motor. Then the third one, shaded pole induction motor. So let us see all the types one by one. In this video, I am going to explain you the split phase induction motor alone. So before entering into the topic, we just recollect the alternating fluxes of two phases in a single phase induction motor. So the necessary condition for a rotating magnetic field is to generate it in a single phase induction motor is to have a minimum of two alternating fluxes. Let it be some phi 1 and phi 2. And these two alternating fluxes with the phase difference of alpha in between them. So due to the interaction of these two fluxes, phi 1, phi 2, a resultant flux is produced. Since these fluxes are alternating, the resultant flux will change its direction in every instant. This results in resultant flux rotating in a particular direction. Therefore, all types of single phase induction motors, suitable arrangements are made to generate an additional flux so that the required rotating magnetic field is produced. Here, if the phase angle alpha is more, starting torque of the single phase induction motor is high. So what we can infer here, if the angle phi means the phase angle difference alpha is more, the starting torque of the single phase induction motor is high. Well, we'll see the circuit diagram of a split phase induction motor. So in this type of a single phase induction motor, stator carries two windings, main winding and an auxiliary winding. Here main winding is purely inductive, and the auxiliary winding is highly resistive. So for your sake of an understanding, I am giving you the important points here. It's highly resistive auxiliary winding since it carries an series resistance. The circuit diagram is given here. We'll see one by one. Consider that the current carried by the main and the stator windings are Im, main winding current Im, then auxiliary winding current IST. Means current through the auxiliary winding is IST. The phasor diagram of these currents with respect to supply, we'll see phasor diagram of a split phase induction motor with respect to supply voltage. So make a zero reference with respect to supply. So draw x-axis as V. Since the main winding is purely inductive, the current Im lags V with some angle. That angle we can mention it as phi m. And since the auxiliary winding is highly resistive, means IST lags with very small angle. It lags with a very small angle. Hence the phasor difference between Im and IST is maximum. This alpha is maximum. See how far this angle is alpha is we already seen in the just before a point. The resultant is an current I. So while making an angle resultant, we make a total current I. These currents, while flowing through their respective windings of two fluxes, it produces two fluxes which are displaced with an angle alpha. Therefore, resultant of these fluxes phi m and phi st. The resultant of these two fluxes produces rotating magnetic field and the induction motor gets started due to this production of an starting torque. Now the split phase induction motor has a centrifugal switch that is used. Once again I will show you the diagram. Here are special arrangements of switch called a centrifugal switch. You may have a question, what is the purpose of the centrifugal switch? Here the centrifugal switch is used to disconnect the auxiliary winding from the induction motor when the motor reaches 75 to 80% of the synchronous speed. So auxiliary winding seems with an winding which are used to produce a split phase. In order to split the phase, once the resultant starting torque is developed, then using a centrifugal switch we disconnect an auxiliary winding when it reaches the 75 to 80% of the synchronous speed. Now the torque speed characteristics of the split phase induction motor is given here. C. Torque speed characteristics, you can draw it with a full load torque, speed in an x-axis and full load torque. So starting from a synchronous speed, we have a starting torque is above 100. The starting torque of a split phase induction motor is poorer when it reaches 125% to 150%. 125% to 150%. More than that of full load. Hence, changing the terminals of either a starting or a main winding can vary the speed of an, this means the direction of motor speed. So now we may have a question. So various types via split phase capacitor, induction motor and then shaded pole motors. Then where we can use the particular motor. So in that aspect, application makes the difference. So it depends on the characteristics. We may use the given type within required applications. In that aspect, what we can infer from here, we have a split phase induction motor which has a low starting torque, means a starting current, which has a low starting current, and moderate starting torque. Moderate starting torque. So because of these characteristics, it is easily started loads like fans, blowers, then grinders, centrifugal pumps, washing machines, okay, like this it can be given its characteristics. It has a different applications. Well students, hope you can understand and split phase induction motor. You can refer and further videos for and furthermore explanations of different types of a single phase induction motor. Thanks for everybody. Thanks for watching. Thank you all.